During the last week, we had the funeral in Dublin of Father Paschal Dillon. Paschal was provincial of the Oblates of Mary Immaculate and was the one who decided for the Oblates to come here to the parish here in St John Ogilvie, Wester Hales. And he was the one who appointed the first Oblate priests to come here, Father Tony Quinlan and Peter Clucas. They were the first of many who served right down to the time of Fr Tony Quinlan, who served here for nearly 20 years until very recently. As I mentioned at the start, Tony sends his greetings and warm wishes to everyone here. The Oblates of Mary Immaculate are a missionary religious congregation founded in 1816 in Aix-en-Provence in southern France, founded by St Eugene de Mazenot in the aftermath of the French Revolution. And the primary mission of the Oblates of Mary Immaculate is to bring good news to the poor. And today, the congregation is present in 56 different countries, and we have more than 3,000 members. The Oblate province of Scotland, England, Wales, Ireland, and Denmark goes right back to the middle of the 1800s. St Mary, Star of the Sea, Leith was established in 1860. Sounds like a very long time ago now, and has had a long history. This parish came under the care of the Oblates in 1980. Like the Church throughout the Western world, we are going through a period of rapid change. There are no longer the same number of vocations to the priesthood and religious life. Secularization in society is developing at a very rapid pace. On the positive side, we have gatherings like what you have here this morning of a true faith community, now very much a multicultural, international community, drawing people from many different countries across the globe, making, in a place here, a community of faith. Here in Wester Hales, you have a vibrant and strong faith community. It's evident by your presence here, represented by so many different nationalities, represented by different age groups from across the spectrum of age. Lovely to see so many children here. You have good lay leadership and a committed outreach in terms of justice and peace. As Oblates, we are privileged to have been part of this community for more than 40 years. We would like to think of the community here, of yourselves, as being part of the community, as being part of the Oblate family. The Oblate family stretches priests, sisters, and more the reality, the lay people of the Church are recognized as a full and complete part of the Oblate family. In 2022, the congregation had a lay congress held in person and digitally. It brought together lay people from all over the globe to reflect on their place in the mission of the Church. So people from gatherings like this, all over the globe, north and south, east and west, gathered in person and digitally to share their sense of what it means to be Church and to follow in the charism of the Oblate congregation and of St Eugene de Mazenot. The Congress highlighted the concept of partnership that is necessary at the heart of the Church for the mission today. When I look around, I see that this parish is a living expression of that partnership. It's hard in some way to relate the readings of today's Mass to the theme of today's celebration. But maybe the last line of the Gospel can help. It states, "Anyone who does the will of God, that person is my brother and sister and mother." When all is said and done, the life of faith is about a personal relationship with Jesus Christ. We're all included in that family. When we gather here on Sunday, we do so as a Christian family. We listen to the Word of God. We receive the person of Jesus Christ in the Eucharist. And we leave with a mission. When we leave here today, when we leave here every Sunday, we're asked to share what we have received with others. We get a description of what that mission might mean from the first reading we had from the prophet Micah. The last line of that reading tells us, in response to the question, "What does the Lord require of you?" That's a question that he would put to each one of us. If we were to sit down at the table with him for our breakfast in the morning, looking at the day that comes ahead, and the question arises, well, what does he ask of you? And the prophet Micah tells us, what he asks of each one of us is to act justly, to love tenderly, and to walk humbly with our God. To have a community that lives in this way is to have a community that has heard the good news and can share it. It might sound easy, but it's a lifelong task to actually act justly, to love tenderly, and to walk humbly with our God. It challenges us each day, maybe to make that step forward with others, to go beyond our limitations, to cross our boundaries. It is the hope of the Oblates who have shared here over the years that you will continue to do that as a faith community. That the seeds which have been sown will continue to flourish and bear fruit. The fruits that are so important are a commitment to justice and peace, a care for the earth as our common home, an outreach to those on the margins. These are what give witness to the presence of the risen Christ in our midst. These are the fruits that are asked from you as a faith community here in Wester Hailes. Some of the men who have shared this mission with you over the years have gone to their eternal reward. Some continue in other ministries.
They retire.
I daren't list them because I would surely leave one of them out, and I'd be in trouble when I go back to Dublin. Each of them gave of their own particular gifts in order to progress the mission here. Each of them holds this community in their hearts. And I would ask you today to continue to hold them in your thoughts and prayers, to keep in touch with them, and that would be very much appreciated. Maybe a little letter, a Christmas card, just a greeting, an email, would be very much appreciated. For them to know what is going on here, what is going on for you, how the seeds that they have sown continue to bear fruit. You have moved on into a new era. Fr Boguslav has come now to be with you, to be part of your community. And on behalf of the Oblates of Mary Immaculate, I wish you every blessing at this early stage of your mission here in Wester Hailes. It's a great joy for us to know that you continue to have him with you in that very special role that he has in your parish. To you as a parish community, I say thank you for your support to the Oblates and wish you every blessing in the years ahead. We are happy to keep in touch with you as you continue your missionary calling in the family of the Church. As I said at the beginning, I would like to think of us all as part of the Oblate family. So may you continue to flourish as a faith community, to reach out with the good news, particularly to those in need and those on the margins, church and society. So I just conclude by saying thank you.